This is a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Holy cock, dick, anal, and my asshole. It's good to be back, folks. Holy hell, what a whirlwind we've been on. I just got out of therapy, and I got a lot to talk about. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm pulling up my notes, but I don't know if I need notes for this one. I mean, my brain is haywire.
Whoa, yeah, I'm still on a high. My vision is literally blurry from the anxiety. So anxious, I can't see straight.
I haven't slept. I haven't come down. I got the winks and the blinks and the muscle flexes. I'm a mess.
Hate a flex.
Oh, I can't stop. And it's been rough. We did the live pod last night. Some of you were there, about 60 of you, I guess.
Yeah, it was sold out, folks, and thanks for waiting. We were a little late, but we got it cooking. It was a wacky night. There was a circus in there.
It was a real circus. We had celebrities. We had quasi-celebrities running late, pushing us back, and fat people. We had a ton of rape talk.
A lot of rape talk.
We had some industry. There was some real-life industry in there.
Yeah, Comedy Cinch, Netflix.
True,
IFC, maybe. Who knows? It all blends together. I'm still scared of industry. I saw Comedy Central walk up. I have an hour special coming out with them, and I'm just like, hey! It's still like that feeling of seeing a teacher or a grown-up.
Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't speak to them at all.
I saw that.
I'm terrified. And Robert Kelly, he's so good. He's just on and flapping and flipping. They're all dying, laughing, and knee slapping. I got to get better. I'm in therapy. I'm working on it.
But he's a grown-up. He goes up, he's like, oh, my kids, let me show you my kids. And they're all like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't have that. I want to, like, punch in the stomach and walk away.
But you got other things. We got to just tune in.
I know. We're not tuned, folks.
We should do this. This is what we should talk. When we see the people, we should go, hey, anal, rape, babies, and nipples.
Yeah, those are my 4 favorite things.
We got to thank Nick Z. What's his last name?
I think Z Nipples. I don't know. He's an angel.
I didn't know he was a stand-up. We had a big old beefcake over there.
Shirtless, folks.
And I feel bad. I didn't know he was a comic, so I want to plug his business. But Nick Zimmerman?
I hope not.
Zilch, Zippy, Zappy?
Slippy, Samsonite.
Anyways, there was a hell of a body on this fella.
Yeah, great pecs.
He was our beefcake. He worked out up there. He kissed a young African-American. I threw young out there.
I appreciated it.
But,
so did she was kind of sexy. She had a can going and some wacky hair.
Her name was Bobby Love, I think. Bobby Brown or something. She tweeted at us.
Yeah, she did.
She was at the Norton show, then stayed for our show, kissed him on the lips, laughed at every joke, loved the race stuff.
Yeah. Good egg, and kissed our beefcake at the end of the night, and I think she was half in the bag, if I might say so.
Well, she was at back-to-back shows, and she fell, but it's also slippery slopes over there.
Well, there was a few Asians.
But, yeah, I think it was just a crooked seat. She had an old crooked chair.
Yeah, that was fun. After she kissed him, she slipped off her chair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she was so moist.
But fun show, hot crowd. We got a little in our head. We started late, and we were a little jammed up.
Yeah, we were a little scattered. We started late. We didn't know how to introduce ourselves, so we just walked on stage to the podcast playing. It was a whole to-do.
It was a rigmarole, and we apologize, but we also, you're welcome. I got to stop apologizing. The show is great. Fuck everybody. We were great. It was great and funny, and I don't know why I'm apologizing.
No apologies necessary. It was 2 hours of wall-to-wall laughs and rape. So you're welcome.
Get on the Patreon. Check it out. It'll be out soon on the Patreon. $3 a month is a pretty good deal, may I say. That's $1.50 per comedian, and that's guests. We have guests, so it's $1 per comedian.
Yeah, and it's a milestone because we filmed the whole thing. We're gonna make a sizzle, and we're gonna try to sell it to a television station.
Yes, a couple of stations enjoyed it.
Yeah, a couple. But I gotta say, if you really listen to it, you can hear me spiraling out into a anxious shame path, bad shame journey.
Bad body odor.
I just started just hating myself, and I couldn't think of anything to say, and it was bad. I gotta live in the moment. My therapist says I have to accept the anxiety and stop pushing it away.
Yeah, I gotta accept. A lot of acceptance.
You push it away, it builds. It just keeps coming back. And so if I accept it, I go, it's totally fine to be anxious. Why wouldn't you be? You're talking in front of 50 people, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, make sure more like 80. But
80
we
even.
told him 80. We got to stick with 80. I think we said 60, but then there was 20 people. There was one guy. That was the best part. We took, well, you'll hear it if you get the Patreon. We asked, anyone have any questions with the pod? And the guy was like, what is podcast?
Yeah.
And then my buddy was in the bathroom with him. He's like, what? So I still don't get that. The internet? What the hell is this? The guy watched the whole show. He had no idea what the fuck we were talking about.
Yeah, that was our producer.
And then we had a big drop-in.
Yeah, real. I don't want to spoil. Should we spoil?
We should spoil.
All right, maybe it'll get them to listen to the page.
They would want to listen. We got to get the people over there.
All right, well, a big drop in. Amy Schumer popped in, folks.
Did she pop or drop?
That was a drop pop.
It felt like it did feel like a drop pop. To me.
It was a little of both because she was in and out.
She was a quick pop. She was in and out. And go listen, everybody. You're gonna want. I mean, she was in there for an hour, however long you wanted to be there. That's how long she's on there. Go to the Patreon. Kick over $3
Not a bad deal.
for an extra episode, for God's sakes.
Yes, can I just say this, and this is going to sound cunty, douchey, and fickle, but we didn't get one Chipotle card last night.
Well, maybe they were nervous and they had to buy tickets and they wore
you're
suits,
right,
the
you're
whole
right.
thing.
I'm the worst.
But we got a bunch out on the road there. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Doug Key wore a suit. Fine,
Yeah.
man.
I love Doug Key, and thanks for coming. And I think it was a successful night all in all, and we're going to have a hot sizzler.
And there was some hot line. There was some big lines in there. And I think if you listen on the podcast, a producer's eating a hot dog out of a bag over there.
Is that a hot dog?
What is that? Oh, it's a
That's a
bagel.
donut.
A
It's a
donut.
donut.
I don't know what's what here.
It's a sweet bagel.
It looked like a hot dog.
Boy, you got to get those eyes checked.
I know. I'm all fizzy over here. I can't. I got the winks and the blinks, and I can't stop. I haven't come down. I need a steam and a hand job.
I'll tell you, I listened to a Tony Robbins tape.
Oh,
Don't
God.
ever do that.
No, not my cup.
And no, mine either. But I find him fascinating because he's clearly crazy, but he's just being crazy in front of people, and they accept it for some reason. But he talked about how if you're feeling weird or off or anxious or nutty, you got to just change your body. Like just drop down and do like a bunch of push-ups, or jump in the shower and put the cold water on, or just go for a run. And it kind of works.
Yeah, some of those things could work, but you could also get to the source of what you're anxious about.
Yeah, that's the big one there. But boy, that's tough.
It is tough, but I'm working on it. We're improving, and I think the show's going to be improved soon. If you can imagine that, folks.
Ooh, it's already pretty good.
Pretty good. Although some guy wrote on our wall for you to replace me, which hurt my feelings.
Yeah, that was bad.
He's like, you got to replace Joe, and I was like, I hired you.
And then another guy wrote, Joe List is a racist. You see that?
Oh, I think he was being funny though.
Oh, okay.
He was alluding to the episode. I think sometimes they make jokes, but yeah, that one guy, big fella from Texas.
Maybe it was a joke.
No, I don't think so.
right,
I looked
well.
at his whole profile. I fucking went to his. I went to look at his wedding album, and.
Oh wow.
But what are you gonna do? This is what I talked to our therapist about. You got to accept good with bad. There's no good without bad.
Sure. Well,
There are two sides of the same coin, as Thich Nhat would say. And
Yeah.
if you're accepting the love, you got to accept the dislike.
you're right, and I'm slammed over here trying to replace you.
I know. Well, I thought about writing back a snarky comment like, all right, send us an email. We're on it. Send an email of some possible replacements.
Right. Give us some ideas.
But
Yeah. Well, we're getting there, folks. We're improving. We're trying to make ourselves better, and you're coming with us. And
Yeah.
you make yourselves better too.
now, how about this? I'm trying to improve myself. There's no other way to get into this story other than to just come right out and tell you.
Uh-oh.
A gentleman whipped dog shit at my rental car.
Wow. An age as old as time. Shit, what is it? A
Tale-
story.
a tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time.
Beauty and the Beast. The beauty was my wife, and the beast was a big hunk of shit.
Big turd, huh?
Let me ask you this. You ever have a bag of shit whipped at your vehicle?
Not whipped. Maybe a friend of mine shat on my hood once as a fun gag.
Oh, that's a good gag.
Yeah, that was fun. But never had a bag whipped.
Yeah, it was a whipped bag, and whipped bag. You all right, Shelby? What happened?
No, his mic was going out a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was my headphones. Are we good?
We all right?
I worried it was my headphones, but it was in and out.
Don't replace me.
We might have missed something. Can we hear him now? We're
all
back,
right. Hey,
everybody.
all
Sorry,
right.
we had some
Sorry. That was my
testicle difficulties.
I was playing with myself.
But anyways, so I rented a car. I had to go all the way down to old Washington, D.C. Shout out to Sean Joyce. I mean, that guy gets a lot of mentions. But the big hunt in D.C., if you're there, go support it. And he did the festival, this underground comedy festival. Him and a few local guys, they put it all together. I think they wanted you, but you were up on the road there.
I'd love to do it next year.
Me too. I'd like to come back. We did a fun, maybe we'll do a live pod. We did the Black Cat. Remember we were there?
Oh, our first live pod ever, I believe.
I believe so.
On
or was
the road,
it just a co-headline? We did sets for sure.
We did sets, and then we did some kind of chat at the end, I think.
Are you sure?
No, maybe not.
I couldn't remember, but I know we both went on and did sets. He remembered. It was the night Harris Whittles died.
Yes, that's right.
So we
boy.
drove all the way down there. We ended up driving back. But that was in the lounge area. This was in the big showroom.
Wow.
The big rock club. It was me and Phil Hanley and Carmen Lynch. The festival went on Wednesday through Saturday. We came down Saturday, me and Phil and Sarah. So we rented a car. You got to take... To save money, you got to take a cab to the rental car at the airport. So I got to take a cab to the airport to rent the car. I need Sarah because I have no credit. It's a whole rigmarole.
Yeah.
And so we get the car. It was a little, we marked down an SUV because it was cheaper for some reason. And then they're like, all the SUVs, they're these giant vehicles.
They're too big. I don't need all that space.
No, and I'm driving from New York to D.C. and back. I can't park a fucking car like that.
Yeah, what do you? Come on. It's an Escalade. What do you have, a Range Rover? What'd you get?
This old guy, Steve. Oh, go ahead.
Excursion?
It was an excursion.
Ah.
I mean, our trip was an excursion.
Ah.
The vehicle, I don't know what it was, but I said, you got something smaller? And they always try to go, this one's probably too small. And I go, no, that's what I want. Give me the Chevy Spark bullshit.
Oh, yeah, you want that little Nova or Focus.
Yeah, I want a little fag car.
Cobalt.
Ooh, but you really know your cars.
Yeah, well, I'm a renter.
Me too. I usually get the Chevy Spark. This was a Mitsubishi, which I've never driven a Mitsubishi.
Interesting.
You don't hear a lot about Mits.
Mitzi Shore?
Mitsubishi.
Who? Oh, boy.
Sure. So anyways, we get the car.
Slippery slopes are riding.
Now, Phil Hanley, we love him. One of my favorite comedians, may I say, and a close friend. One of the funniest guys off stage.
Hilarious guy. Funny. Quick-witted.
Quick-witted. He's got a whole thing. He's really a delight.
He's zippy. What do you call that?
Chummy, chippy.
Silver tongue.
Acid tongue.
Acid? Wow. Oh, he did do acid a lot in his teens.
That's true.
He's a big deadhead.
Yes, he is, which is a little off-putting if you ask me.
It's odd. It doesn't fit his whole M.O. He's got the $800 cardigan, but then he loves acid and Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, it's very strange. You don't see a lot of cardigans at a Grateful Dead show.
No.
He's a piper.
Interesting.
I don't know what that meant. Sometimes I just reach and throw things out there. You just go and see if it fits.
I like it. Get rid of the filter. We're like Instagram. No filter.
Yeah, I don't care for a filter. Anyway, so we feel it, but as funny as he is and as brilliant as a comedian on stage and off, sometimes he can be a bit high maintenance, this guy.
Well, there's a tale out there as old as time, but he can be a handful. He's a handfully full.
He's Phil Handful.
There you go.
So this was, first of all, it started off as my fight. I said, we'll go through he's staying in Midtown. He's going through some stuff. So I said, we'll come scoop you up on 34th. We're going to take the Lincoln Tunnel.
Uh-oh.
So we go out, we rent the car, and then I type in the old Google Maps from the airport, and it says 55 minutes to Midtown. It's all that blood red traffic.
The menstrual red we talk about.
Under a blood red sky. So anyways, it says you can't get there. And it says for the train from Astoria, from Midtown to Astoria is like 25 minutes. So I go, hey, I call Phil. I go, I'm sorry to change the plan on you.
Uh-oh.
But you got to jump on the train, come to Astoria. We'll leave right here, highway. It'll save us a half hour.
Way to assert yourself. You said this needs to happen, and it's going to be awkward, but you did it.
I'm trying to assert. The problem is I should have asserted earlier.
The earlier assert.
Just come early.
Right, I've done that.
Are certs still a thing?
I don't know. You don't hear about certs. I think they're out there.
What about Smint? That was the thing I got into for a minute.
Smint is out.
Smint is out, but they were fun. They had the little dispenser.
Yes, it was like a Pez for adults.
It was very similar to a Spez.
Can I just say this to all the folks listening at home? If you if you live in New York City and someone is driving you somewhere, go to them. They're driving you. Suck it up and train it up to them with the car.
Agreed.
All right. The whole scoop, yeah. Who are you, fucking... Barry Manilow, who's gay now? No, get up there. They're driving you.
At the Copa gay now.
Thank you.
So anyways, I call him up and he goes, all right, I'll be there. I'm leaving in 10. So I say, explicitly, because he's a Manhattanite. This Phil.
Is he a Manhattanite? He's a socialite. He's an Israelite.
So I said, he's a knight. So, termite. So I say, you got to take the N or
Tina.
W.
Uh-huh.
The N or W trains to Astoria Boulevard.
There it is.
Neptune Diner, classic diner, one of the best diners in Queens. And then I wrote it to him, N or W.
Yeah.
So some time passes. Sarah and I get break. We get him a to-go sandwich.
Ooh.
Happy to help.
Very risky with a hand man because you don't know what the gluten or the organ or the anal.
I know. I like a guy like you. You go, I'll give me a sandwich.
I'll eat a dick on a rye.
I'm bad with that. I got to go. I need my dick to have extra marinara, 2 slices of cheese.
You like a sloppy dick.
And I need a purple head and a side of cum. On the side only.
Aha, you like to drizzle it.
I love it. Drizzle cum.
Yeah, just take the cup and pour it in your face.
I always think I want to eat cum, but then you see it, and once it's reality, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, I just sit right now. I think I'd love a load just shot in the back of my throat.
A male load?
Dripping off my little hangy ball there.
Oh, my God.
But
this is
then,
horrific.
When it comes down to the nitty-gritty, you go, oh, that's very off-putting.
This is a pregnant craving I never knew.
Oh, I'm pregnant. So, anywho.
Pregnant pause.
Because I didn't swallow it. I took it right in the anus. Junior.
Well, the butt can really, the anal can really suck things up.
Oh, for sure.
So if you get some jizz back there, who knows? You might never see it again.
We talk about it on the Patreon. You got to listen to this. I think it was actually a good episode yesterday, the live one.
I could have been better.
Kick the $3 and hear for yourself. Forgot $3.
Yeah, it's worth it, folks. Schumer alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the anal, they say if you jizz inside of a woman, it sucks up.
No, they don't say that.
I've heard that. I've heard women say that.
What do you mean? No, it drips right out right after.
I think some of the good sucks up. The vagina like compartmentalizes.
Well, your eggs swim up in there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait, we have eggs? I thought they had eggs.
Somebody's got eggs.
Well, Phil's got an egg sandwich on the way.
Well, yes, I got an egg sandwich for Phil. And then it's quite a bit of time is passing, but it's weekend service. You go, who knows? It might be, maybe the train derailed and he's dead or whatever. And then I get a text. He says, sorry, train's taking forever. I said, what's stopping you at? And he writes back, Roosevelt. Now, I don't want to get too inside baseball New York, but Roosevelt is almost in fucking the Hamptons.
Yeah, it's Long Island, baby.
Wrong train.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to call him. I go, you're on the wrong train, you son of a gun, because they're the same color. Now, Phil is dyslexic, and he's going through a breakup. So
and
I have
colorblind and maybe gay.
Yeah, who knows what he is? But he's a little off. So
yeah.
Sympathy, empathy, the things, but also fucking A. This is the wrong department.
Now, at some point, does he go? Fuck it, I'm in Queens. I'll just Uber to you.
Well, no, I said, we'll take the car. I said, flip around, get on the train coming back, go to Steinway. We'll drive over there, meet you.
All right, there you go. Compromise.
But now we're driving away from the highway again.
Uh-huh.
So we end up getting there at the same time. So there was a good pickup there.
Okay.
We pick up, but now we've added about an hour and a half to the trip.
An hour and a half?
Well, because we were supposed to leave an hour. And ironically, if I had not asserted and just sat in the traffic... By the time it would take 45 minutes to sit in traffic, we ended up leaving an hour and a half later from further out. It would have saved time. But all's well that ends well, water under the bridge and soap in my asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So we finally get them. We drive down. Fun ride. Just a fun. It's me, Sarah, and Phil, and we are yucking and laughing, and we're trashing everybody. You know those really fun things.
Oh, I love a good trash ride.
A lot of zings and stories, and just a good time. A lot of laughs. We get there very close to the show. We're staying at the D.C. Hilton. Beautiful hotel. It's where they do the correspondence bullshit.
Oh, is that right?
Beautiful hotel. We go over to the Black Cat. We watch we do Big Hunt first. Packed, sold out. Everybody kills. One of those shows. Me, Carmen, Phil go up back to back to back. It's a lot of fun.
Love it.
Ryan Donahue. He's a monster, that guy.
He's got some gems, that
Boy,
kid.
he is good.
I think he did a Fallon or a Ferguson.
He did a Kimmel.
Kimmel! Yeah, he's got a nice head of long, shiny hair.
Looks like Eddie Vedder.
A little bit.
He did one joke about how he's like, yeah, I'm ugly. You can see my dad. And I had to be like, what are you talking about? You're gorgeous.
I wouldn't say gorgeous.
I think he's got a gorgeous face.
Have you seen his wife?
I don't think so.
Smoke Show. I don't want to, step on anybody's labia here, but she was a real dime.
Sounds like she's got a long labia.
Yeah, well.
Well, anyways, check out him. But anyway, so we go over to the Black Cat. We watch the end of Rory Scovel. What a funny act there.
That guy is an American treasure.
Tremendous comic, sold out because he started there, so it's sold out.
Uh-huh.
Went a little bit lengthy.
He's a lengther.
So his show ends, packed, they leave. Our show comes up, about 200 people in a 400-seater. Not too shabby.
All right, I'm into it.
Not too shabby. Few Tuesdays there. Wonderful African-American Tuesday with 5 kids. I chatted him up. He was nice.
Wow.
Forget his name.
He brought the kids?
No kids.
Ah.
He left them a long time ago.
He walked out on the children.
I'm only kidding. He's a great dad. He showed me pictures of beautiful children.
I hope so.
And I forget your name. I want to give you a shout, but I forgot his name.
Black Dad.
I don't want to guess because it's offensive. Maybe it's Ron.
Ooh, easy.
All right, good point. Anyways, great show. So the next morning, let me get to the fucking story I teased already. The next morning, we get in the car and we're driving back. I hit in the Google Maps because I want to make sure with DC there's so many ways out, so much traffic. I want to make sure I'm getting the right proper way.
You going back the next day or this?
Next day,
Okay.
down and back, up and
right.
out, in and out. So I'm sitting there at the stop sign, and my Google Maps goes haywire sometimes. It just goes, I don't know where the fuck we're going.
Yeah.
Then it screws back on. Sarah's sitting there looking at her phone. Phil's in the back looking at his phone. All of a sudden, the phone's back up again. I look up. Beautiful day, blue sky. I start cruising.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm cruising, I hear poof. And I look up in my rear view, and there's some guy giving me the fist.
Oh, boy.
Shaking his fist and bending down and picking up a bag of shit. He's got 2 little chihuahua bullshits, him and his girlfriend in their running pants, little hipster people.
Uh-huh.
Evidently, I came too close to his precious fucking shitty dogs.
Whoa.
And Phil tells me he saw the whole scene, even though he didn't say, watch out.
Right.
I guess they had just stepped off the sidewalk, and they thought it was their turn.
Ah.
Because I was sitting there for a while, looking at my phone.
Yeah.
But I did do a proper lookup.
You did a left and right?
I think I did a left and right, and I think maybe not a left and right, but a straight out,
Ah.
and didn't see anybody. And if they were really in danger, those dogs would be dead.
Yeah, I agree. The whole thing of like, you almost hit, get the fuck out of here. I didn't hit anybody. Keep it moving.
Big time overreaction. I mean, I
Yeah.
think he was trying to get laid or something, because he really whipped the shit.
Who hit a window? Did it hit
It
Sarah?
hit the window, hit Phil's window. If Phil's window had been open, he would have dog shit all over him right to this day.
That cardigan's ruined.
It just went, and it like slid down too, because it was like a globby, brown, mushy shit, but it was in a bag.
Oh, boy.
But you could hear it be like,
Wow.
and the funniest part was none of us were really phased. I don't know if it was a real New York moment or if we're comics or if it was
Right.
morning. I was like, that guy just threw shit. And they're like, yeah, he just threw shit at us.
He just kept
And
going.
we all kind of looked, and he was like, you motherfuckers. And we just went, that's strange.
Ah, fuck this guy. I wish his dogs got hit.
Don't you think that's a little bit of an overreaction?
Yeah, throwing a bag of shit is a cry for war in some countries.
At my rental, at my cruise.
Yeah, the poor Spark.
Mitsubishi.
Oh, right, Mitsubishi.
Maybe that's Japanese for
Yeah.
humming dog shit.
Mitsushitty.
But, yeah, it was a hell of a whiz, and I'm sure he's telling the story. He's out there like these fucking white fucks.
These New Yorkers come down here. They think they can run over my chihuahuas.
But it was very jarring, I guess, but we laughed the whole way, like, fuck that guy, what an idiot.
Did it come out of the bag?
No, it was
all right.
a good knot, you know?
Right,
And it was little dog shit, but it was a good hunk. It was like a clay.
right.
But
Wow,
who
clay-
throws shit on like a whim like that?
Clay pigeon.
If I'm going to throw shit, it's going to be, you have to, rape my aunt or something like that.
Yeah, throwing shit. Monkeys do it all the time.
They certainly do. Well, we came from the monkeys, believe it or not.
99% same DNA as an orangutan.
That was a great old Bargetzi bit.
Hit me.
He was like, that's true. That's probably my favorite 1% of my whole body.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah.
Another great comic. Hey, speaking of recommendations, Greg Johnson's got a new album out. I wanted to plug that puppy.
Oh, yeah, he's funny.
And our old pal, Matt Ruby.
Matt Ruby, check it out. Hot Flashes. It's already out on iTunes.
Hot Flash. Go check out Greg Johnson, Matt Ruby. Get a Patreon. Support the arts. We're out here having fun, laughing.
Yeah. Good friends, good jokes, good comedy.
Now, I got a little sneak peek from your videos and cameras. You were up there swooping and swapping up in old Vermont.
Oh, yeah. I was hitting the slopes. I was like Sonny Bono out there.
You know who hits slopes? Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, there it is, folks.
Yeah.
Mitsubishi.
Can I ask this? This is a race thing. We're probably going to stir up a whole
I
thing.
can't
We're going to
wait.
get emails and people will call for my head. But
Yeah.
don't you think it's strange? People, I see all these blogs and articles. Maybe there's both, and I just haven't seen them. But I feel like it's one of these things. People want Mark Wahlberg, this piece of shit. He beat the Asian guy blind,
Yes.
And people are all upset. He shouldn't be able to do this. He shouldn't be able to do that, and this and that. And I hear all these people hating on Mark Wahlberg, which is fine because fuck him. He beat a guy to blindness.
Sure.
But I don't hear this about Mike Tyson, who has a cartoon. He's got roasted. He's in The Hangover. He's a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
That guy beat his girlfriend for a long period of time. He used to hit old women. I believe
That's
he
true.
raped a person.
Robin Quivers.
Bit a man's ear. No, Robin Quivers.
Givens,
yes.
yeah.
But she quivers also.
Yeah, oh boy, does she.
She quivers when he gets close. But no one seems upset about him.
I think he gets a pass because he's such a dummy.
Well, he served his time. Which by the way,
Did he?
Yeah, he went to jail. I mean, which I agree with. As a liberal gentleman, you serve your time, you pay your debt to society, you're out, and you should be allowed to be out there and make money. I mean, I don't know if you need a cartoon show.
Right.
Because he is a convicted rapist, I believe.
Yeah, and I think, I hate to say it, but I think that funny voice goes a long way.
I suppose so. And he's lovable, and he's funny, and he's fun.
And he likes pigeons, clay pigeons.
But Mark Wahlberg, everyone's all down on.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, the counter, Mark Wahlberg's also very famous and a lot of great movies and very successful, as is Tyson.
That's also part of it. Tyson grew up poor in Brownsville, Brooklyn, blah, blah, blah. And then
Wahlberg grew up poor, too, though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's from Dorchester with like 14 brothers or something.
Oh, all right.
He had a tough life, too.
But he's also a mega star, and he's a white guy with a long flowing hair and muscles. I think people want to take down the privileged guy,
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point.
I'm agreeing.
But I could be
doesn't
wrong.
make
I could be
sense.
gay. But
It's like when Casey Affleck wins. He's a rapist. He's a woman beater. He harassed his aunt or whatever. It's like, all right, where were you last week?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so you're up there in the slopes, baby.
Yeah, I was carving. I was doing pizza. You know pizza?
I don't have any idea about pizza.
I'll teach you everything. Well, let me start off in the whole beginning here. So I got a wacky phone call. I'm going up to Vermont on Thursday. I got a wacky phone call on Monday. It's this chick, Ayana. She goes, hey.
Dookie?
What?
Dookie?
You got to go?
No, that's what was thrown at my car. That's a comic, Ayana Dookie.
Oh, no, different Ayana.
Oh, wow. I've never met another Ayana.
Yeah, same color. So she hit me up. She goes, hey, I was the blah, blah, blah on Horace and Pete, like the producer or whatever the hell.
Oh.
And I go, oh, cool. What's going on? She goes, well, I thought you'd be perfect for a Bud Light sponsorship.
Aha.
You shoot some pics, you shoot some videos, you get some fun stuff of you on stage and blah, 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 and send it all to us, and we'll pay you a nice chunk of change.
Nice.
And I said, you goddamn right, Hobag. Send over the money, send over the cash, and I'm in. Send over the guidelines. So she goes, all right, great, you're in. I sign a bunch of papers online. I do a conference call with all her higher-ups, and they send me 3 cases of Bud Light bottles.
Full?
Full!
Wow. That's all. That's wonderful.
It was kind of nice.
I couldn't think of a full that was good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Full. Yeah, all right.
I think that's it.
It's a wonderful life.
There's awful and there's wonderful. Are there any other fulls? Beautiful.
Ooh.
Plentiful.
All right. Now you're on a roll.
All right.
All right.
Gayful.
Yes.
All right, so you got the cases.
Fullback. So I got the cases, and which is kind of fun. Some intern just brought to my house. I'm walking to my house. I went and worked out. I'm walking to my house. I see John Mulaney. We high five. I go, hey, what's shaking? He goes, hey, West Village, baby. He lives a block away from me.
He's a treasure.
He's a treasure. So then I see the intern waiting. He gives me the 3 cases. I put them in my fridge, and then so now I'm on the Bud Light time. Now I'm like, all right, here we go. I got to get a bunch of videos of Bud Light. So me and Doug Key. Great comic, opening act, handsome kid. Just a real hot Italian, ripped little motherfucker.
He's got a certain look.
Yeah, he's got a hot, like, leading man look.
You know, he's got sharp
Yes,
face, bone
sharp.
structure.
Yes, he could cut glass. Very jagged features.
But I also think he has an acquired taste. I think a lot of girls might see him as he's fine.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think people might be like, he's a whatever.
Well, I put up some Instagrams of us, and a lot of girls were like, who's he? Who's he? Who's he?
Ah.
So he's got something.
Well, you're off the market, though. That's why.
Oh, interesting.
Or are you not? I don't know.
You might have something there. I'm off.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting off right now.
You made a noise.
So I queefed. So Wednesday night before the Vermont gig, we have a Shaskeen pub in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Nick LaValle.
Yes, great guy, great room.
Great room.
Great time. So I go meet Doug. Guess what? Doug's driving. So I go meet him in Harlem,
Aha.
137th Street.
Oh, that's legit.
Man, that's a beautiful area over there, by the way.
Oh, those buildings.
It's west side, it's kind of quiet up there. The buildings are really pretty. They're tall brownstones with the big stoops,
Oh, they're brown.
Oh, yeah. So I go up there. and meet him. We jump in his dad's minivan. And, yeah, it's a whole thing. So I explained to him. Doug's such a Doug Key. He's such a low-key, like, low-maintenance guy. I'm like, I got to do these Bud Light things. He's like, great, I'll take one. He starts drinking a Bud Light while he's driving. I love it. And I get a bunch of shots of him. He gets the shots of me. We get out to, like, I don't know, Connecticut. We pull over. We go into because the Bud Lights are getting hot. So we go up to the guy at the corner store. It's like middle of nowhere, fucking sticks off the highway. And we find a convenience store, and I go into the guy and I go, hey, you got one of those old coolers, like those shitty styrofoam coolers? He's like, no, none of that. And I go, all right, well, let me get a bag of ice. I get a bag of ice. I go, how about a cardboard box? He's like, I give you a box. And I go, all right. And I go, how about a garbage bag? He goes, And I go, I'll give you $1 for a garbage bag. He goes, all right. So now we got a garbage bag, a box, and a bucket of ice. We throw the ice in the garbage bag. We put the garbage bag in the box. We throw the Bud Light in there. We got a makeshift cooler.
Nice.
Now we're cooking.
MSC.
We're filming all this for Bud Light, so this is going to be the best video they're going to get. 2 comics ripping it up, drinking and driving. Good times.
Drinking and driving is so much fun.
So we get to New Hampshire, the Shaskeen Pub. Just a great room. Great little town. It's like clean and kind of quaint.
Yeah.
I'd never been to New Hampshire before.
New Hampshire's lovely.
It's lovely.
Live free or die. Well, Manchester's huge during the primaries. That's where it becomes like a big thing.
Right, a lot of big white guys.
Oh yeah,
like
they make them big up there.
Yeah, they do.
Because they're like farmers from 300 years ago. The whole thing.
And they all have like newsy caps, a lot of arm hair, So we go to the Shaskeen and we get the big meal. I love the meal with a gig. Me and Doug both get the meatloaf. I get extra gravy because I'm gay. And we scarf that down. The room fills up, sold out. Doug goes on. I film him going on stage, and we do the whole thing. He films me, and we're drinking Bud Lights the whole time. And we both have great sets. Everybody kills. Then we realize, wait, we have nowhere to stay.
What?
What the hell are we doing? We don't have a hotel room in Vermont till tomorrow. It's a Thursday to Sunday. So I was like, shit. So I go, hey, Nick, can we stay at your place? He goes, can you stay at my place? And Nick's newly sober, so he's bouncing off the walls. He's had like 18 Diet Cokes. His eyes are bug-eyed. Is it bug-eyed?
I like bug-eyed. Yeah, bug-eyed. I think you're going to say budge-eyed.
His eyes are saucers. He's just like bouncing off the walls. He's so full of energy. When when you get sober, you're just wacky. And he's like, come on over. So we go to his place. And, oh, my God, he gave us a tour. It was that whole fucking Dan Bolger said it the best. He goes, Doug, Nick Lavelli, he's like the movie Big if he had a severe alcohol problem, which is so true. Because you go to his house and he's the classic sober guy. He's got like a pinball machine, a ping pong table, and he's got like 18,000 Lego sets going on. He's got action figures and all this shit. And he's showing you everything. When people give you the tour, all right, I got this. This is a Nintendo from 1971 right here, and it's in a glass case. He's like, this is Nirvana's first poster. That's framed on the wall with like a platinum album, all this shit.
God, I don't have any of these things. I'm not a good sober guy.
Well, you went right to tea and cookies.
I did.
You went British.
Well, I started off Cokes, but then
That's
you got in my
right.
head. Vancouver, I drank 9 Cokes. You're going to be diabetic, and then I thought I was diabetic for a year.
Can't have those Cokes, man. Too much.
I threw them away. I stopped drinking them.
You had a Coke problem. So that was fun. And then Doug Key drops this nugget on me. He's allergic to dogs. There's a big fat howler at this pad.
Oh, Jesus.
So poor Doug, and I take the couch. Doug takes the air mattress. The house was freezing. I don't know what it was. Just freezing cold, this house. And, the guy didn't even notice. So I'm on the couch shivering. I'm talking to Doug. He's in the next room on the air mattress. You know that nice moment where 2 guys are sleeping or about to go to sleep, but you talk till you fall asleep?
Oh, that's the best feeling in the world.
It's the best.
Best conversations, dark, looking at the ceiling.
So true. We were going through childhood and anal and jizz. It was great.
Maybe we should do a podcast in the dark.
Oh, Dark Pod.
Yes. Well, remember Lewis did that show that was weird here.
Oh, that was super weird.
Pitch black. It was very bad vibes.
I kind of liked it.
I enjoyed it too, sort of, but it was very creepy and scary and
then you hear
terrifying.
Lewis's voice in the dark. It's not a good time.
And I don't trust him to not sneak up and grab my dick.
No, I was waiting for it. So we're chatting. It's almost like you're on the frontier. You and your man are like Brokeback. You got a fire going, and it's just you and the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And a can of beans and a stick with a bag on it.
Because I'm sick of beans.
So we're talking. Poor Doug. We try to get some sleep early because we got a big drive tomorrow to go to Burlington. So we probably passed out at about 2. And then Doug, poor guy, his air mattress just dwindles out. So now he's sleeping on the hard floor. And it's already freezing. So he's got the freezing cold floor, brick floor with the no air mattress just
Brick
between
floor.
them. Brick floor. He was
Wow.
in the game room.
What is he, a founding father? On a brick floor.
It was like in the, what do you call it? The rec room.
The rec room.
Yes, it had a ping pong and a thing and a Miss Pac-Man in there.
Wow.
Yeah, so poor Doug has got a dog hair sitch and a cold floor.
Yikes. Need
Brick.
some Claret and a pillow.
Yeah, I need a claret and a mattress.
That's what I meant.
Thank you. That's a big pillow, really, when you think about it. A mattress.
It's a big pillow.
Yeah, so
A lot of gum.
so poor Doug, and he just sucks it up. He never complains. And we hightail out of there. We go, hey, thanks and no thanks. And we head over to a nice breakfast joint. And Nick does this when he goes, oh, you got to go to this breakfast place. We go, all right. So we go there, and he goes, drop my name.
Oh, God.
We drop his name. The lady goes, oh, I know Nick. That was it. That was the
Yeah.
extent of that.
That never works out.
Never works.
Kramer.
Yeah.
That's one of the all-time
I'm
funniest things ever.
saying Kramer. So we have a nice power breakfast there, and Doug's snotting all over the place, and the dog hair at these homes. My God, I can't thank you enough, Nick. The show is great. You're great. You're a snappy dresser. I got some pants advice from him. He told me about my pants were not good.
Big butt coming.
But
There
the
it
dog
is.
hair. I don't get these people with their dogs in their homes. Their homes are ruined. Everything is covered. It's caked with a film of canine dander.
I'm not a dog guy.
I
hate
know
the
you're not.
dogs. You can see their buttholes. They got sharp teeth. You can't communicate with them. They're shedding all over the place.
Yes.
They got dingleberries.
Yes.
It's the whole thing.
It's the thing. They got 18 nipples. They got saliva, and they're blowing me, and all this shit. It's a lot.
And you have a thing in your house that has a notoriously bad smell. It smells like dog. It smells like wet dog.
Right.
No one's ever like, it smells like a woman in here.
Right. Well, that could be bad, too. You don't want a big snatch stench going around.
Well, they can smell. I can smell.
Sure.
I can smell Jimmy. Everyone can smell, but typically they don't. You're not like, boy, it smells like humans in here. You might be like, it smells like a homeless person.
A B.O.
specific. But a dog itself, it smells like a shitty dog. Dog.
Yeah, you're right, dog. So we get the hell out of there, and we're covered in dog hair. You're doing this, you're just wiping off your knee all day, on the car ride. Brutal.
I hate it.
Hate it. But thank you, Nick. Good egg. So then we hightail over to Burlington, and just, my God, the scenery going up the mountain. It's just, oh, God, the landscape, beautiful trees, and the snow caps in the distance, and it's out of an Ansel Adams painting.
Oh, New
photo.
England. A Ralph Waldo Emerson poem.
Thank you. A Walt Whitman, even. So
I'm from Whitman.
Yeah, Whitman, Mass.
Mm-hmm.
Home of the cookie.
Chocolate chip.
Starbucks. All right, so so we get to Burlington, and it's just a beautiful little town. It's quaint and cute, and there's brick floors, and they're cold, and there's a little town square. There's a big chapel. It's great. It looks like the city in Back to the Future.
It's a Hill Valley.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful city, Burlington.
Yeah, and so me and Doug are like, we're going fucking skiing, baby. We are going to go ski. Doug ski.
A rare double I.
Yes, skiing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Aaron with the double A. Never trusted that Aaron with a double A.
Yeah, it's off-putting.
Good battery, though.
I think they're just trying to. It's a good program too.
Aha.
I think they're just trying to get first in the alphabet. These errands.
Maybe.
I'm onto them.
I don't trust them. All right. So we get to Burlington. I check into the Hilton Garden Inn, which is a great hotel.
Love a Hilton.
They put me in one of those in Dayton too, and it was great.
I'm fond of Paris Hilton.
I don't mind. I think she's kind of hot.
I think she's super hot, and I always thought people hated her. I always thought she was having fun. She got a good break, and she was enjoying herself. I
Yeah.
never got it. People were like, oh, I hate that piece of shit cut.
Right.
I'm like, she got some money, and she's having fun with it.
And the
she's
sex
sexy.
tape was hot.
That was something else.
Yeah, I think she's sexy. And yeah, she's a dolt, but she's pretty.
Yeah, I'm not solving any problems out there.
You got something.
Maybe.
All right, herpes.
Got some nice emails.
There you go.
Appreciate them, too.
Keep sending those emails, folks.
Yeah, I love them. People send really nice things.
They really do, and I appreciate it also. So the next day, we do our show. Great club. I think I got you in over there, buddy.
We'll see. People have been putting my name in there since the 80s.
Well, I did some talking. I said, I'm the guy. I'll tell you what's what. She said, give me 5 names. Like, 3 of them were yours.
Joseph Albert List.
There you go. That's only 3.
And gay sex.
Yeah. So the club was great. We had a good time. Doug's killing it up top. And the next day we get up bright. Oh, we go out drinking, which you shouldn't have done.
I didn't do it.
Thursday night, you should have done it for years. We go out drinking. Thursday night, we hit it hard. We're like, tomorrow we're getting up at 8:30. 8:30 to hit the slopes. So that day before, we go buy ski pants.
Ski pants?
Yes.
Wow.
So I just have jeans.
Too bad he didn't have those at the Shaskeen thing.
Shaskeen pants.
The brick floor.
Right.
Sorry. I derailed.
We're back on the rail. So we go buy snow pants. How about this? This is crazy. We go into this place. It's like we go into Patagonia, and the guy's like, "Yeah, you don't want to buy ski pants here. They're $8 million." We're like, "Good. Where do we go?" He goes, "Go to the discount ski joint down the road." We go, "Great." We go there. We're just 2 New Yorkers yucking it up in there. We're making jokes with all the clothing. I'm putting on goggles and blowing men. And so we go up, and I go up to the guy. I go, "Hey, faggot, where can I get a nice pair of ski chalet trousers?" And he goes, "I'll show you these." And we do this, and Doug's like, "I'm going to go look for some goggles." I go, "All right, great." And I keep yapping and talking too loud. I'm all over the place in the store. And this guy goes, "You going skiing tomorrow?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What place?" I go, "I don't know. Give me a place." He goes, "Sugar Bush." I go, "Great. Let's go to Sugar Booger."
How do you know your nickname?
Yeah. So I go, Sugar Bush it is. So he goes, "I got 3 passes." I go, "Great, I'll take him." And he goes, "All right, I got his number." This guy's Zach Laporte. I remember his name still.
Wow. I bet he's French-Canadian.
He is.
Really?
He's French.
All right. Well, okay, very close to Canada.
There he's got to be. The odds.
Must have emigrated.
Aha.
Or immigrated.
What
the hell's the difference between that, by the way?
There's a bank called Emigrant Bank.
Well, there's and and that's the only difference I know. But there's 2 different things, immigrant and emigrant.
Yeah, then there's migrant.
Oh, yeah, what the hell's that? That's a headache.
Migraine. Migrant is the guy who lives here and works. The immigrant is the guy who comes here and works.
All right.
I guess they don't have to work. Some are lazy, I hear. So I get the guy's number. Now we got a fucking discount. He goes, "I'll give you a free pass and the rest are discount." I go, "Great, all right." He goes, "I'll be there at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow." I said, "Great, I'll text you when I get on the road." So me and Doug do the show. We go out boozing. We booze it hard. We do the whole town. We bar hop, and we're I don't want to get in trouble here, but the women in this town are gorgeous. It's a college town.
Yes, it is.
So just these beautiful women. And I noticed every girl there had a nice ass because they ski.
They ski. They got ski ass.
It's all that leg muscle and ass muscle. They're bubble butting it up there. So, and everybody's thin and because they ski and snowboard all day. So they look great. And the girls there are nice too. Like Doug was talking to some girls and they were like, hot girls can tend to be a little cunty. They were just like, "Hey, how are you? What's going on? Oh, you're doing the comedy show. Oh, cool. That's great. Oh, so fun. We should come to a show."
Well, they're removed. They got Bernie up there running the show.
Right.
Bernie's
exactly.
good.
Bernie's good. We saw his headquarters.
I love Bernie. I love his head and his quarters.
Yes.
I'd have a lot more quarters if he was prez.
I like his tails.
Wait, I'd have less, actually. Whatever.
Yeah. So
don't email me. I don't give a fuck.
So, boom, we go out all night, and these college girls, they dance to this hip-hop. It's mesmerizing. God damn it. God. We're just watching. We're like the guys in our 30s just at the bar watching these girls. And Carl came out, by the way. Carl, big fan. He came out to the show.
Carl from Vermont.
Yes, he came out with us, which was, his choice. I'm joking. I invited him. And we had some good times, and we got way too hammered, a lot of whiskey, a lot of beer. And then I wake up at 8 a.m., to Doug going, "On my way." I'm like, I'm so hungover, I want to kill myself. And I hit the snooze button. I go back to bed. And then I wake up at 8:45, and there's I look at my phone, there's a whole thread of Doug going, "I'm here, I'm shitting myself, I'm shitting blood, I'm in the bathroom, I'm wiping my ass, I'm in pain, I hate myself, I'm shitting blood, I ruined the bowl, the bathroom's ruined, tell someone to clean it up." And I go, "I'm on my way down." So I get my ski shit and I run down there. We're both fucking red-eyed and stinky, and our assholes are bleeding. And we just hit the road. And now we go to this corner store to grab some. I forgot to bring the Bud Light. We have to get the video with the Bud Light.
The BLs.
So I forget. So we go to this corner store to buy Bud Light. I got all this free Bud Light, but I had to buy some because we needed some. So we go to the corner store, and Doug goes, "I'm going to get a kombucha." You ever had this?
Kombucha? I don't think so.
It's that crazy elixir. It's got like live cultures in it. It's got like grass and jizz in it. It's all weird. Looks like a lava
I heard
lamp.
about that.
Yeah, it's a glass jar. So I was like, maybe I'll get a kombucha. So I get a kombucha. We guzzle that thing down, and I'm just like, oh boy, it's coming up. And I never puke, but I was in the car just like, ugh. I was shaking. I was twitching. I was gonna yak. And
You might have seen a yak up there.
maybe there was a lot of moose crossing. So we get to the place, and I'm on death's door. I'm like crouching over. It's pouring snow now, coming down. We're putting our ski shit on in the parking lot. We finally get to Sugar Dick Booger, whatever, and we get to the door, and I go, hey, Zach Laporte, he's got our tickets. And they go, who's that? And I go, let me text him. I text Zach, and he goes, oh, I forgot the vouchers.
They're next to the Bud Lights.
I know. So I go, motherfucker. But he goes, I'll make a phone call. So he calls this old lady, really cunty old lady at the fucking lodge. You don't expect to see a cunt at a lodge.
No, or in Vermont.
Yes. She looked like Bernie, by the way.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah. So
Not a good look.
No, bad look. So she goes, all right, I'll give you half off. So we go, all right, great. Then we go put the skis on. That's a whole to-do, by the way. I'm doing this. I'm hungover. I'm like, this is enjoyable? Skiing sucks. I already hate skiing.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. You got to get the big boot, and I'm walking around in the boot, and then they put the ski on. That's a whole thing. And
Who told you put the ski on?
I got the hat, the goggles, the jacket. It's a whole mess. Then we get on that slopes. Oh, my God. I fall down that mountain for about 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
Literally just busting my head. Doug Key is snowboarding, and he's good.
Oh, really?
He's from Providence, so he's been around the
Why
block.
don't you try the snowboard? It's similar to a skateboard,
Because I snowboarded when I was like 15 years ago, and I was pretty good at it, so I said, I've never skied. I want to try it.
Oh, I see.
So I want to learn a new thing, but it wasn't for me. Going forward is worse. I like Sideways.
Ah, yes.
The movie.
Oh, tremendous film.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
But yeah, it was my whole equilibrium was gay, and I couldn't figure it out, and it was just bad news. So I fell down that mountain. I got stuck in the woods. I fell out through the woods on a hill, like hitting trees. It was bad.
You can die.
I know. I could have died, but I went for it.
Bono from U2 died that way.
That's right. Yeah. So Sonny Bono.
It's a sunny day.
So eventually this old lady named Anne, sweet lady, just an angel on earth. I'll wrap it up here because I'm going too long.
That sounds more like it. Sweet lady.
Yeah. And
Bernie.
she goes, look, you're going to kill yourself or kill somebody. Let me help you here. And I go, no, I'm good. I got it. I'll figure it out because I'm trying to be a masculine guy and handle my own shit. She's like, let me help you. So she goes, you got a pizza? Because I didn't know how to stop. So every time I would get too fast, I would just dive down because I was freaking out.
Oh, the pizza, you touch your toes together.
Yes, you make a pizza.
I figured it out just from the word.
There you go.
I
Paisan.
got the crust right here.
Yeah,
In my
extra
ass.
marinara.
Mm.
So I learned pizza, so now I know how to stop. And so she's teaching me slowly, and these kids are whipping by me going, was he special needs? Holy shit. And I'm just like, now I'm carving. I'm going left and right. And have you skied?
Never skied.
Oh, wow.
No, I never
I'm
skied.
surprised.
No ski.
All right. We'll get you out there.
I've had sex.
All right, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe better than skiing. More equipment.
Yeah.
But so I'm going down the mountain, baby. I'm doing it. So Doug goes, hey, let's hit the ski lift because I was doing the bunny go. The
bunny go.
The bunny slopes they call it. That's for the losers.
Oh, so there's no slope. There's no lift for the slope.
No, it's just right there. It's like a little driveway.
So what do you walk back up?
Yeah, literally.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we got on the ski lift, which is a good time. You get a little break.
That scares me. That's the scariest part to me. That weird.
It's scary. It's just hanging on by a thread, but you get used to it. You're on it for 10 minutes, so you're like, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're getting snowed on the whole time, which is weird. So your feet are dangling. It's kind of fun. And then the hard part is getting off because they don't help you. That thing it's coming and you're getting off of it. So you just fucking roll up and then you got to hop up on your skis and just slide down. And that thing's right behind you. That bench is behind you, ready to clothesline your fat ass.
The whole thing seems very
it's
terrifying.
Incredibly stressful. It's incredibly hard. You're using muscles you never knew you had. I'm Kegling up there. I got Kegels going. I got my asshole squeezed. I was so sore. I'm all bruised up. I'll show you later. I'm all bruised up in my thighs. And we go up to the real slopes, and I fell down that thing all day. Hours of falling, just tumbling, and you can't stop because it's a slope.
The only time you fail is the last time you try.
Ooh, hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Double A battery. So, yeah. So we skied. I finally got it together, and Doug got some good video. He's a great guy. We did our little Bud Light video up on the top of the mountain. Everybody's like, why are you guys drinking? Like 8 guys ran over, and I pulled that Bud Light can out. And so we skied all day. We went and we ate a sandwich in the lodge, which is great. You got the fire, and it's like Dumb and Dumber in there.
Yeah, that part seems nice.
That's
all
great.
the accoutrements of skiing seem delightful,
Yes.
but the knees and the death seem tough.
Very much. I almost broke my leg. I almost broke my ankle twice. I could feel it like almost snap and then come back. Oh, it was terrifying. Because that ski, it's sticking straight up. So when you fall, it's like going like that and waving. I can't explain it well, but it's terrifying. It's like your legs are blades.
I went tubing in Denver one time on a mountain, and then you just hook your thing back to the thing, and it's not a ski lift. They pull you up the mountain on you're attached to the thing.
Oh, that's fun.
And then you just run and you just slew. I like that. You
That
lay in a
sounds
tube,
good.
and then when you crash, it's fun. You go wacky, and there's a big balloon flies
Right.
or whatever.
But there's all this skiing is leisurely and fun and white winter wonderland and all this shit. It's hard as fuck, and it's grueling and hard as hell on your muscles. Maybe it's just because I'm so bad at it, but
And you're new. I think once
And
you're
I'm
a
new.
veteran, 20 years in, it's like guitar. I play guitar. And
yeah, but I could strum a guitar for 20 years. I'll be fine. This skiing is just falling and falling and then getting up on skis, and then one ski falls off, so you got to snap that back on while your other ski's sliding down the hill. It's a whole thing. Doug's laughing at me the whole time. He had a blast. But either way, we had a great time, and you feel good after. You're like, I really did something. I learned a new skill or whatever, a new skill. And, yeah, we did the shows that night. Shows were great. Everything was great, but I had one thing, and tell me if you've seen this there, Fatty.
All right.
I had the one, I'm killing. It's a hot crowd, Friday night show, early show, hot room. Killing. There's one lady in the front row laughing, but shaking her head at every joke. Going,
That's not so bad.
it was bad.
No, because she's being taught that everything's offensive and this is bad. So she
Right.
feels like she feels guilty because it's being pounded into her asshole that everything's offensive in the race and the business and the sex.
Yes.
But she's still holding on to that natural thing and laughing. So she's laughing but letting people know, oh boy, I'm shaking my head. I don't think
Like,
that.
I know it's wrong, but I still think it's funny.
That's
Yeah, but
good.
I don't know, because it was not always laughing. It was a lot of head shaking. It was very condescending, like, oh, this guy shaking head, a little eye rolly kind of.
Yeah, I've gotten that. It reminds me of the Curb Your Enthusiasm when she says, oh, don't listen to him.
Yes.
He's like, no, listen to me.
Listen.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. But, if that's your biggest problem, that's a hell of a program.
Well,
your show.
it also brings me back to my mom, because she doesn't respect comedy, I don't think. Which,
Uh-oh.
that's a whole mind fuck. But she'll do a thing where she'll laugh a lot and go, so stupid. I'm like, stupid? Fuck you. It made you laugh.
Yeah,
That's hard to come up with.
I don't like the dismissal. People will say, oh, that's so random. I was like, it's not random. It's a calculated joke I'm doing.
yes,
What are
I
you
put that
talking
together in
about?
my brain, you dumb whore.
Yeah, people will do that. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And you're
Yeah.
like, but you didn't come up with anything.
Right.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I went to a black public school, so there was like, "Woo, you stupid!" I'm like, "What are you kidding? That was not easy." I guess there's a cultural pass with the black folk because that's just something they say. But yeah, I hate that. It brought me back to my mom. So I did 45 minutes. I did probably like 55 total. I called her out at 45. I just couldn't. I go, what are you shaking your head for? What is that?
Yeah.
And I made light of it because I wanted to snap on her. But that really bothered me. The head shake.
Yeah, the head shake's a bummer.
It's a bummer.
a
Lady,
good
enjoy
call.
the joke. You paid money to go see a comedy show. You're having a great time. Just fucking laugh. Stop shaking your head.
But you go to a concert, maybe you shake your head. You do like Grateful Dead. You're doing a whole figure eight with the head.
Well, that's a Stevie Wonder thing. I'm fine with that.
Now this is more of like a trippy dippy Timothy Leary. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm doing it visually, but you guys probably can't.
There was
see.
no dippy. It was all just, I don't know about that.
It was judgy.
It was judgy. Judgeful. Judge Dredd. So.
Great film.
So then Saturday night rolls around. We're doing great. The lady comes out. We hang out. We do a whole bunch of that. We go to a trampoline place.
Your lady
Yeah.
came all the way to Burlington.
Came to Burlington.
Wow.
Yeah, we go to a trampoline place, which is just a floor of trampolines.
They should call it Lady in the Trampoline.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Oh, the lady in the trampoline.
Yeah. So she hated it, but we jumped around. Doug did some backflips, and there's a big ball pit where you can do backflips into the ball pit. It's a good
Fun.
time. We were the oldest people there. We looked like weird pedophiles.
I got a ball pit in my pants.
Yeah, he does. And then we did the last show. I'm sitting there between shows Saturday night. In walks, out of nowhere, this was random, Al Madrigal.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, hey, how you doing? He just walked into the green room. I go, holy shit. And he was doing the college.
Oh, wow.
So I go, hey, we just chatted. We had some great talk. He told me some great nuggets. about comedy, and I said, "You want to go on?" He goes, "No, I'm good." We hung out. We got hammered all night.
Fun.
Yeah, just a pop-in.
Pop in. Boy, a lot of big pop-ins. Schumer, Madrigal.
Yes.
Peach.
Yes. So, yeah, that was our weekend. And we flew back, and, boy, that's a 50-minute flight. That was nice.
So you drove up but flew back.
I drove up because Doug wanted to go see his dame in Connecticut. So he went there, and I flew back with the lady.
Oh, that's nice.
It was very nice.
That's a long fucking car ride.
Yeah.
5 hours.
5-6 hours. Yeah, so I hogged it. Well, what's shaking with you there?
Well, we got to wrap up, so I'll save some of mine for the next week in case something
I
happens.
went too long. I hogged.
No, it was fun. I enjoyed every minute. I had some pop-ins and some pipe-ins. But let me just throw a plug out there for a thing that you might want to enjoy. It's a half a story. I went over to the Lincoln Plaza Theaters. I like to go to the theater by myself a lot, so I can, jerk off or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And I like an indie. But a lot of times when you live in Queens, you come into Manhattan, you're stuck there. You got to do something.
Yeah.
So I got to fill time. So I went to the movie, saw a picture called Personal Shopper. You ever hear of it?
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart. Now, she's a sexy gal.
She is hot.
She's something else. Well, you're going to want to go see this motion picture, boys and girls. Some girls. Well, you know she's a big lesbian hero?
Yeah, but I don't think she's a dyke.
I think she is, or she did a lesbian movie or something. People have been telling me this. But anyways, she's a fantastic actor. But she has a bad rep in some circles because she was like in Twilight, so she was a werewolf or some bullshit. But she's a legit actor, and this movie is a French filmmaker made it, and it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
It's a thrillery. There's a couple ghosts involved, which is off-putting. But hear me out, because I'm not a ghost guy.
Hate a ghost.
Because that's stupid, but it's actually pretty good. It's a good movie, but she's super naked.
Oh, really?
And she jerks off in a scene.
Can you pull that up, Shellfish?
I mean, it's in the theater. I don't know if it's going to be a thing yet.
I mean, that'll hit Google ASAP.
But, yeah, she's getting a sonogram because she's got some chest problem.
Yeah.
I think I have the same thing. And she's just laying there naked for like 4 minutes.
Now, let me ask you. You hate porno, but you're into this.
Well, that's because she has a personality. Porno, I don't know the person. That's just a naked woman. If they did porno with, like, a guy at the bus stop.
Is that her?
That's her laying there. And then later on.
Not much of a can there, if I can be honest.
Well, she's lying sideways, and I like a small can.
You do like a small nub. Oh, there it is. Oh!
I told you. It's a good picture. And then she puts on a dress and heels and jerks off.
What?
What site are you on, by the way?
Oh, my God. Look at this.
I told you.
Wow. You weren't kidding there, Sloppy Joe.
But the movie itself is good. She puts on this crazy vest thing. It looks like a fucking, Luca Brasi here.
Who?
Luca Brasi. Sleeps with the fishes.
I see.
But anyways, it's a good picture, and she's very nude and sexy and spicy. What website are you on, Shelby?
Looks like Celeb Jihad.
Celeb Jihad. Jesus.
Bollywood offshoot.
Not putting that on my computer.
No.
But anyways, we got to wrap this fucking thing up, for God's sakes.
Yes, Celeb Jihad, everybody. Check it out. Don't book your flights on that one. And, yeah, so, all right, we'll check that out. But she jerks off.
She jerks off. She flicks the bean. She rubs the knob or whatever words.
The man in the canoe or whatever it is.
I got an email.
I got to plug Jordan Temple just did our live episode, and he's doing a play called Hidden Fences that everybody is raving about. So check that out. It's our last one sold out. Let me see. The next one is at April 14th at Littlefield. That's a big room. I think he's going to sell it out. So check that out.
I'd like to see. I'm going to the Sox game that night.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm taking my sis.
All right. And where are you going to be, Fatty?
Well, I got next week. Tonight is the big benefit. You, me, Bobby, Kramer, the butler.
Yes.
Colin Quinn is on the show.
Woo! What a get.
April 11th. I don't know if it's sold out yet, but go right now. It's for a great cause. The girl, she took a turn for the worse, unfortunately.
Jeez.
And it's a real bummer. So go and donate. If you want to just donate, hit me up, and you can send money to this young lady who's got pediatric brain cancer. It's a real bad scene, and but come to the show. Colin Quinn, Nick DiPaolo, Bobby Kelly, Mark Norman, myself, and yes, it's all white guys, but they were his favorite comics, so take it up with the guy whose daughter's sick. And
how do you like that?
next week, St. Louis Funny Bone, the 19th through the 23rd. I'm losing my voice here. Sarah will be there with me. Come out to those shows. It's a tough week, so I'd love to see you.
Yes.
If you have a Chipotle, bring it on by. Then I got Comedy Castle May 11th through the 13th in Detroit. The weekend after that, St. Paul Joke Joint. And then I'm going to be coming to Key West.
Whoa!
May 25th. Big bar show down there.
Key Largo, Montego, Joe List.
Key West D. And then Magoobies. I've been trying to get. They had to cancel it twice because of Louis. I'll be there May 22nd and 24th. And then check out my website, Comedian Joe List. We're doing big things over there.
Big things. We're trying to cook this pod and have you guys come with us. We love all of you. Check me out. I'm in Denver, Hartford, Connecticut, Columbus, Ohio, Arlington Draft House. My special comes out May 12th. Then I'm in Vegas for the Crapshoot Comedy Festival, San Antonio, Beantown, Omaha, Norfolk, Governors in Levittown. Doing Governors, that's going to be a weird one.
Long Island, baby.
Yeah, Liberty Township, Ohio, whatever the hell that is. And Syracuse, New York. So we got some stuff cooking, folks. So come on out, say hello, yell at Chipotle, fuck your mother, and praise Allah.
I got it. Nick Simmons.
That's the beef.
The beefcake.
Beefcake. Thank you, Nick.
Nick M. Simmons. ONS. Check him out on Instagram. I'm sure he's shirtless somewhere. But anyways, yeah, Nick Simmons, sorry. And Laughable. Did we talk about Laughable?
Yeah, Laughable. We love Laughable.
Laughable's great. Go on there. Get all your podcast comedy needs at Laughable. It's a killer fucking app. You're going to love it. If you have an iPhone, it's coming out on the BlackBerry and all that bullshit soon, whatever the hell other things are. BlackBerry's still a thing?
Nah, that's Apple. It's all Apple now.
Oh,
They
wow.
got Samsung. I got a Galaxy.
Sam Morril.
One of them catches fire on a plane. That's all I know.
Yeah, great movie. All right, and tell a friend about the podcast. That's what we need.
Yes.
Don't tell a friend. Come out to shows and kiss on the lips.
Word of mouth, folks. Thanks, and we'll see you all in the bathhouse.
Take care of each other.
This has been a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media. Subscribe to new and archive episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, and find all of our shows at standuplabs.nyc.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Aha!